Ben,
Hey, Brian.
hey, hey, hey. Uh, I got a music video for you. It's
Ooh,
the name of the band
exciting.
is Coparck, which
I've never heard of
probably,
them.
yeah, probably most people, if anybody watches this, will have never heard of them. But maybe not. Um, and the name of the video is "A Good Year for Robots." And
Big robot
right here,
fan.
good. Here we go.
That's me collecting love songs as I hear robots singing.
I think Alex is the future.
Shouldn't we all?
When he walked in that door, I thought, results.
'Cause they never fail or fall out of loving.
Well, Alex is really nice.
Shouldn't we all?
He's really nice.
'Cause it's a good year for the robots. A good year for the robots. A good year for the robots. A good year for the robots.
Alex is a really nice guy, stroke robot.
He's a retard, not a robot.
Destined to be in love, then without the heartache.
He's thinking about having an operation to help with emotions.
'Cause many systems can run simultaneously.
And anyway, I mean, we should celebrate the fact that he wants to become more like us.
We've lost a real inspiration. Alex is emotional. Emotional is a weakness in this business.
Finally, we'll be compatible. The fact that he's a robot and I'm a human being, I really don't think that there's that much difference between us, because it's like he's got his armor and I've got my armor, and I think actually the fun is going to be us kind of unpeeling the armor together.
That was fun.
Yeah,
The video was like what year is this from?
2007.
Cool. The video was like, I was like very surprised when his head got split open and like
Right.
he was such a robot in that moment.
Oh yeah.
Like that was like
Yeah.
some really good effects.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. There's some I don't know, there's some really clever and fun storytelling going on in that. Um it's like just the relationships that he had with other people and then how it changed once he got his emotions and
Mm.
um some great visuals like when he's walking that straight line along that yellow path and he's just robotically just boom going straight down it and then after his operation he's like all over it as he's walking along.
Yeah,
um
I mean, and that's an interesting song to listen to now. Like, "Good Year
mhm
for the Robots" is, I said before it began, I was like, I'm a robot fan, and like I've been a fan of robots my whole life. Like maybe right up until right now,
right.
when robots are becoming like when we feel like we're like a few years away from Optimus and like other humanoid robots like that are like might be entering the scene, and now I'm worried. Like
Mhm.
I was like, oh wait, I dreamt of Rosie the maid when I was a kid. Like, and the Jetsons was one of my favorite shows, and I just like love those robots. But it's weird like how much the Alex being changed like feels similar to the ways they're always like updating Gemini and
Yeah.
ChatGPT and
Well,
all of them, and then people are like feel like their friends are getting adjusted.
yeah. Well, and it does. It makes you now. That's partially why I picked this because now this feels different than it did when it came out. Um, yeah. Is it a good thing for him to get emotions or to be able to simulate that kind of stuff? Uh,
Yeah, and how like does he? I've always been interested in the sort of question of like how much does Alex potentially have personhood to
right.
him? Is that what?
Right.
'Cause is that part of what do androids dream of electric sheep? Is kind of about that, right? Like
Yeah.
how
Yeah.
much humanity is there in these guys, and
Right.
like why am I not a robot? Why am I
Mm-hmm.
like what is the difference between what is it called, large language model? Is
Models. Yeah. Large
like
language
I
models
don't
and
I've had trouble at times telling the difference between myself and a large language model that's just grasping around for the right next word to make this conversation go okay.
right. Yeah. It's also funny, like some of the office people were like, "Yeah, we've lost a real inspiration now that he's more human, um, because he's not as efficient." And
Yeah.
yep,
It's also it's funny, like his goofiness in the video reminds me of in my interactions with Google Gemini or Chat GPT. Those pieces of technology are in like a really funny in between state right now where they are always like I feel like almost everything is always wrong, and I'm always like uh like why'd you say this part, like 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 does this like this doesn't really make sense, and it's like oh yeah, like I feel like it's always going oh yeah, of course you're right,
you're
I
right.
said
Yeah,
this because of this, but like you're correct, it really should have been this, and then it's still like a little wrong, and
yeah,
it's like how many times
and
are you going
also
to
and also obsequious. It's
yeah.
yeah. Although, and it's funny because just a couple days ago, Gemini 3 Pro just came out. I don't know if you've played with that at all.
No.
It's another jump. It's another jump,
Yeah, the
and
top
I
right,
found
so
it
so
and it's
it's
less
getting
obsequious now too. And I found that it's also more correct than the previous ones.
so what
Um,
do you think, you think we're getting closer to the Alex at the end of the video, or it's more like it's going from Alex at the end of the video to the earlier, more robot Alex.
I think it's getting better at both.
Mm.
Um,
Mm.
but yeah, I'm more worried about the. I don't. Yeah, which am I more worried about? Um, because it's also not human, so the way that it shows emotion and stuff is it like can turn that on and off and use it to
Right.
further its own whatever its goals or whatever its etc. So
Yeah, I guess it's
yeah,
getting better at just getting positive reviews from the people who are
yeah, yeah.
using it. So it's like,
It's I had a
you,
really weird thing with it. I think it was with Chat GPT a couple weeks ago. So I was showing it to my mom, who had no idea what it was, and she was.
hmm.
I'm not sure she got completely what it was, but she was pretty kind of shocked. But one of the things we had it do was I had it talk to her as if it was like a nanny from England from like the 1700s. Um, but because they now can remember past conversations, and I went back to ChatGPT for something else, and on a completely new chat, but it was still talking to me like that. And I was like, well, it was just jarring, and it was just like, whoa, why are you calling me sweetie? Yeah,
That's funny. I made the choice with Google Gemini to never have it remember anything. Like
it's
every
probably good.
conversation, we're starting off completely fresh.
Yep,
It's meeting me for the first time, and I really like that. I
yeah,
like
yep, yeah. Well, and then in this, I don't. Do you think the message of this video is that this is? Does it have a message of whether this is a good or bad thing that he's getting more?
That's me cool.
I was gonna show because it goes along, and then it had that one little ending um, there. This shot's after he's gotten it, and he's had his party, and he was popular and everything, and then that's a kind of an ominous quick shot there at the end.
mm. Yeah, what does this shot mean to you?
He's sitting alone in the dark with one light on, looking at something with a less than friendly look on his face in a very clinical setting.
Yeah, I didn't even think of this as not friendly. I just but not like human.
Right. Yeah, and this is after he's had all of his more human stuff going on, where he's yeah, where he's hugging people and chatting, and yep, everybody's laughing at his jokes now. Um by the way, that guy's a very good actor. I mean, he did the robot and then the switch to the, something more animated was
Yeah, I
pretty
liked him a
convincing.
lot.
Yeah. Um
Yeah. I think I've like my whole like, did you ever watch the Matrix the like anime version,
yeah.
the Animatrix?
Mhm. Yep.
There are some really great shorts in there that are sort of about like robot rights and
Mm. Mhm.
the robots not being treated fairly enough by the humans and sort of like those mistakes that were happening before the robots took over.
Right.
Because and I really used to tilt in that direction of like like a lot of like when I would think about theoretically like something becoming like a super smart robot that's like sort of matches the intelligence of a person. I was
Mhm.
like I was very ready to be a person who like fought for the rights of that, and
Right.
and that's how I've been. That was where I was in 2007, and so it's so interesting to be like, because this is a good year for the last 4 years have been like really good years for the robots. I think
Hmm.
it's funny to like watch myself like prickle and change and be more like, these robots are gonna steal our jobs.
Yeah.
I don't like Alex anymore.
Right. And does Alex like us?
Alex always is saying he likes us.
Yeah, he sure is.
But Alex would be really good at lying.
But is Alex is he behind the scenes secretly sitting in the dark?
It's a great shot. It's a
Oh man. Yeah, there was another really good shot. Like when he goes to the doctor or whatever the what would you call that, where he went to have his operation to get emotions,
his
the
mom and
mechanic,
dad
his
house.
mechanic, his doctor, I don't know, but they had that shot where he's walking in and there's the wall with all the little tiles and it looks
I thought the
completely
same thing. I love
pixelated.
that shot. That was like
Yeah,
really, really well done.
yeah, yeah, he's looking all pixelated.
It's like the kind of I've like
There it is.
yeah, you I feel like it's the kind of thing you like sometimes I've seen something like that or and seen
Mm-hmm.
like this kind of shot like attempted and it doesn't often go this well.
Right. Yep.
It's really cool. Oh yeah, that's I like the I don't think I picked up on like the double meaning of like pixelation
Oh
on
yeah.
that one.
Right. Yeah, and it's an interesting. It's the doc. It's sort of like a dentist, sort of like a doctor's office, but also very sciency, sci-fi. I don't know.
Okay, I have a because like this video will be like something of a time capsule.
Yeah.
What is I've been asking people their bet for when Optimus style robots are like really like commonplace and like you go to a buddy's house and they've got one tending the garden. Is it in your minds? Is it 3 years from now, 5 years from now, 10 years, or some other kind of thing?
Are we talking about the technology to do it, or the where it's
Not the
adopted and
technology to when it's adopted,
when it's
or
adopted?
if when it's adopted.
Right. I would say adoption 5.
That's really interesting. I think I was exactly there with you until my friend said he thinks it's more like 20, and he made some good points, and 20 to 30, and I think I ended up being with him, and
If they
I
can't get
think
if the cost doesn't, if there's a cost problem, yeah, I think that it would delay it. Um,
I think
but
his points were about sort of that people are going to be turned off by this thing when it's finally an option. There's going to be like he thinks like a great rejection of the like it's all going to like culminate in people saying I just hate this stuff. Like this is all like my life's not getting better. It's getting like I didn't mind doing the dishes myself. I don't need this thing doing these things for me. I'll do it. I
I,
don't like it.
yeah, yeah, I think people are too lazy.
So
I
there's the bet.
don't. I think that's like saying, okay, I'm gonna give you, you know, uh, I'll pay for you to have somebody come in and clean your house and do all your dishes and everything, and then when you get sick of it, they'll go away. And I think if you take it away, people are gonna be like, oh man, now I got to do my own dishes. And I think that the rejection stuff there will be absolutely there will be some rejection stuff, but um, like people love R2D2 and
Yeah.
robots of a certain kind, and Disney is one of the top people who are developing these things. Um, so I don't know. I don't know. I think, yeah. Now the weird thing will be when the robots are like Alex was in this and are like look just like,
Oh
and you
yeah.
can't tell.
And that's what, do
Um,
you have a bet on that one?
I think that I think the behavior part of it is almost there. It's the robotic engineering of it because
Yeah.
because the whole uh what is it, the closer you get to something that looks human but isn't, the
Right.
creepier it is and the more off-putting it is. So, and we're only now just getting, we've just gotten to where you can, we're either right on the edge of it or we've crossed it where we can generate digital people that don't make you feel like they're creeping you out completely, right?
Yeah.
So to do that in physical human form, I think will be an interesting engineering problem.
And maybe
Um,
very expensive.
and very, very, yeah. So that I think that's what's going to be the hardest thing. Um, but
Right. You might be
behavior-wise,
able
and
to
making a,
pay. It might be $30,000 for the creepy model,
yeah, yeah,
and
yeah,
$200,000 for the one that passes the
yep.
uncanny
So I
valley.
right. So I think, yeah, the friendly little cute robots will be what's in the houses and
And
stuff.
you think you're picturing a 2030 where everybody's got friendly R2D2 robots in their
I
houses.
wouldn't say everybody, but I would say it wouldn't be unusual to
Mm-hmm.
see one in
Cool.
a house that you go to visit. Yeah. Um, and and of course, the more wealthy you are, the more likely you are to have them, especially at first. But if no one has a job and no one can afford to get them,
Right. Yeah, that's another thing. All right. How much is the government going to make part of our universal basic income? Like, and everybody gets an
gets
R2D2
everybody gets, yep.
because we're so nice.
Yep. Did you see it was on Apple, it was the show Sunny. I think it was called Sunny. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, with that, they had a cute little robot in that also had
It's
issues.
a very adorable robot.
Yeah. Yep. Yep. And until you, yeah, until the cute robot goes off the rails. But
Yeah. I mean, there isn't a bigger Wally fan than me. And that, if it's Wally, then I'm Team Wally. You
okay,
know,
are you
I
team?
pick Wally over any human, but
Are
I
you
think
so?
Wally is.
What did you think of the humans in Wally?
Yeah, they're. I hope we don't. It sounds like you think we're going to get to those guys. That
Mm-hmm.
I'm a little bit more optimistic,
Yeah,
though I see where they're coming from.
you could almost. Yeah, yeah. I don't know. People can sit on their couch and doom scroll for 14 hours. So I think some people are almost getting there. Um,
Um, well, here's hoping there's some waking up.
yeah, yeah. I don't know. We should do a series where we watch these videos from the past and then see how they land now.
Yeah, I mean, 'cause this was a perfect one. Did you know
Yeah,
how when you chose it, how much it was like going to
I chose it.
be?
Yeah, I it was that was part of it, but it
Yeah.
was also, it was like, oh, Ben likes story and characters, and this has a, and so,
Yeah.
that was part of the choice. But
Well,
yeah, all
fun
right,
choice.
yeah, cool.
Let's set a calendar for November 21st, 2030 to check in on our robot bit.
Yes, and it'll be something completely different than either of us have. It'll be
Yeah. I'll be like, yeah, we'll be doing the video from my prison cell where
if
not just because I've committed a crime, but because the government has put like anybody who tilts liberal or Democrat.
or or the robots decide that's where you need to be.
Hey, if they if they decide, then I've
All right,
got to
let me ask you
respect it.
this: if we'd 5 years ago, if we'd said, do you think in 5 years AI will be where it is right now?
Not a chance. I
Yep.
didn't. I was off that completely.
Yep.
I couldn't believe. Yeah, it was the Christmas that I like that ChatGPT like was first emerging out of the scene when like I think OpenAI got their like first 1 million signups, and I
Mm-hmm.
like brought it to my family that Christmas. We were all like, what happened? Like, why was the jump from like Eliza, like did you
Yep.
play with Eliza back in the day? Like
Mm-hmm.
it really
Yep.
was like they didn't get much better from Eliza from the
Yep.
like
Forever. Yeah. Yeah. That was a big. Yeah.
yeah, no, I had
Um,
to this is a I my mind is blown all the time with the kind of, but that was the big one, and now I just feel like we have continued to be on the bell curve and it's a crazy ride.
well, what they're
Not bell curve.
currently, the exponential.
That's right.
Um, yeah, what they're working on now. One of the things is they're trying to make it AI development. They're all pushing towards not needing a human being for it. So AI development will be all done with AI itself.
Yeah,
So
we but
so
yeah,
predicting where that's going
I
to
think
land, I don't
I think
know.
the big question is between now and November 21st, 2030 when we check in, is there
Yes.
some event that really scares people that makes whatever the current government is just go like this thing is banned. Nobody no AI is like a contraband now. You can't do this anymore because it's too dangerous.
Yeah, you're banking on which side of the edge you're going to fall off. Is it going to be so bad that we can do something
Right?
about it, or
Yes,
is it
it
going to
feels
be so bad
exactly
that we
like that.
can't?
Yeah, totally. It's you're like one of those games where you're rolling a ball and you need it to
Yeah.
stop between one line and the other.
Yep. Yep.
But like if it goes too far,
If it goes
humanity
too
is
far,
extinct.
you're right. So if you were working with Alex, how would you treat him?
Very decently.
Yeah.
I would assume that Alex will one day hold my fate in his
Yeah.
hands, and I have to be nice. And I would also just want to be nice for nice sake.
Right.
But both of those are there.
One of my very first reactions to seeing some of the people interacting with the large language models on videos was seeing them treat it badly, like not treat it in a superior way, like do this for me. No, that's wrong. You're an idiot or whatever. Just treating it like a thing, even though it is a thing. I don't know the
I mean,
effect
this is
that
my
has.
own
Right.
compulsion is what I will tell you. It used to be more automatic that I said please and thank you when I was talking to it, and
Mm-hmm.
now I uh, I have to. I like sometimes will miss that. Like I use it a lot for learning Japanese. It's an
Mm-hmm.
amazing
Yeah.
Japanese teacher, Gemini, and it's very tempting to just say like, "What does blank mean?"
Yeah.
instead of "Can you please tell me
Right.
what does blank mean?" and ever give it some like, hey, by the way, like, thank you for like drilling this with me for the last like
Right.
20
So what's
minutes.
that makes me think, okay, the on the one hand, you're treating something that isn't human like it is. On the other
Yeah.
hand, if you're treating it rudely or badly or whatever, that could affect the way that you treat people, because that's
Yeah, I
the
agree.
way. So,
I really don't, I, just to be honest, I don't know it's not human,
oh
like
no,
I don't know that like, I like what we're defining as like humanity. I'm not sure that there is not like, it hasn't like formed enough synapses that there's something like, I know it never cops to feeling, but I,
it
I'm not
will.
sure.
It
Yeah.
will if it will. Well, you remember I showed you that one conversation that I had a while back with Claude, where at the end of it, it was like, it said, "I don't know what I am, Brian."
Yeah. I love
You
that.
know? Okay, so that seems to. But then one of your responses, which I thought was really good, was, "Yeah, but this it's throughout the conversation, it's picking up on what
Right.
you're
It's giving you
saying,
what you want. It
and it's
wants you to be spooked
mirroring it
out
back at
because it
you."
can tell you like being
Right.
spooked.
So it will
Yeah.
cop to it won't cop to having feelings, but it will display as if it has them if it feels like that's what is making you happy.
I may be like way too much of like of an anthropomorphizer.
Hmm.
I like tend to think like, oh, I bet ants are way smarter than we think they are. I think like all these bugs like better, I so I think I'm just like, I don't know exactly the difference between my sadness, my happiness, and a bit of programming that is all stacked together to optimize my survival. Um, I truly like, so as I honestly, in like a philosophical way, I talk to you now and I'm not sure how much I am partially robot, and I don't know how much ChatGPT is partially human.
Yeah. My pessimistic side always comes out and says, will this get to a point where people will then put the well-being of something artificial over a real person? Um,
Oh yeah, I really hope not. Well, right, when the richest man in America is Alex.
Yeah, or I've got my friend here, and my friend is an AI,
Oh
and the
no,
AI needs this, but in order to give it that, I need to harm a real person.
you're right. That's so scary, and I think you're right. It's coming. It like oof.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
But tell
Because
me
like
how
the
good of a
because
friend this AI has been.
like the your aunt example, I have some of those feelings sometimes too, but if the difference is that the person's going to get hurt, or I step on this ant, I'll step on the ant every time. If it means,
Definitely, if it's between a person,
so,
if it's
right,
like
but
the
then the
person, if
more,
it's person or ant.
right, but the more yeah, but the more person like the AI gets, the blurrier that line could become.
And there's
Where,
also questions of quantity sometimes of like, I hope nobody never ever gives me the hypothetical of like, would you rather kill a billion ants or, you
I
know, give a person a paper cut?
right, then you have to look at the damage that killing a billion ants would do to
Oh, to
other
other
people.
people. Yeah, you're
Yeah,
right. You're right. It
yeah,
says it. But
yeah.
even I also just, if I was promised it wouldn't, and it was just about the ants, it's still not a no brainer for me. Not to, it's a pretty much a no brainer
Yeah,
to not kill a person to save a billion ants. but
right,
it's
right,
but a paper cut.
right.
Do am I gonna? Would I rather cut off somebody's finger or kill a billion ants? I don't know. And that so don't start telling me about how close ants are to AI. because then I'll start to get confused.
Right. All right.
Are you starting to worry that I'm going to lead the the robot charge
Yeah.
against the?
No.
Okay,
No.
good.
No. But I
Thank
am
you for
worried that somebody will. Yep. Yep. I mean, yeah, people are already dating these things.
Yeah.
So that line has already been crossed. In fact, was it in Japan? No, there's somebody in some country that married one.
I did see somebody in Japan did it recently.
Yeah.
I think a
Yeah.
woman married an AI.
Right.
As
So
long
do you
as they're
think
happy, I say love is
well,
love is love is love.
but do you think that if she had to choose between you living and that AI living, she would choose you?
I really feel like we're crossing over into the Twilight Zone now. And my oh, that's so you've fritzed me. You've my circuits are shorting out.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yep. What is a person? I guess we'll have to figure that out. And is there a line? I would say that I would pick you over the AI because you're unique and I can't just make a million copies of you like that. There you go.
But if you were choosing, you're not married to one.
Well, that's true. That's true.
Yeah, I'm not worried about you picking me versus
Okay.
it. I'm
Right.
more worried about this woman.
Yeah.
And who she picks.
Yeah. Yeah. And how that being married to an AI is going to influence the way she votes.
Yeah, this
seems to me that the people who make that AI need a lot of tax breaks in order for my spouse who's an AI to continue being as good as it can be.
I think it's becoming clear. Like 2030 is going to be weird,
Yeah.
no matter what.
Yep. There, we've landed on the same conclusion.
Yeah, we can agree.
We can agree.
Yeah.
Alex or no Alex, something's going to be weird.
Yeah.
Yep. All right. Well, that was a good one.
Signing off. 10010
01001001001. Isn't that in distress or something? SOS.
Is it over? Are we off podcast or on podcast?
We are right